Coming up, Star Wars The Black Series, Legends Edition, Mara Jade. Stick around. Hello everyone and welcome to Crossfire Collectibles. Today's video, we have the Star Wars The Black Series Legend Collection, Mara Jade, from the Expanded Universe Dark Force Rising, Dark Horse Comics. So, she just came in the mail, and we had her pre-ordered originally, but things got a little held up, and then the figure sold out. So, it went back up for sale, last week, and I went ahead and put the order in. I got this in a couple of Vintage Collection things. And yeah, so I was able to get her, and here she is. Speaking of Vintage Collection, I'm piling up over here, and I don't do many videos on Vintage Collection, but I have like a full tote filled with stuff I picked up over the last year. But maybe I'll get around just to showing it off. Maybe not opening, but you know, that's for another day. So anyways, this is the cover. It's a Dark Force Rising comic cover from Dark Horse Comics. And you see you have Mara Jade, some troopers, some ships, blah blah blah, probably a starport. It says the legends right here. Mara Jade. Turn to the side. You have some more comic art, Star Wars Black Series, and Mara Jade. Flip to this side, you have some comic clips. The top, Zat shooting somebody in the face. Bottom, plastic-free packaging, no UPC, and that's on the back. Here you have it, UPC, Disney, Hasbro. You know, some warning crap, more comic picks, her accessories, which looks like a lightsaber and a blaster, and the figure. And you see her size at 5.8 inches or 14.7 centimeters. Flip around, pop that open. Here you have the inside cover, our Jade Legends picture of the figure. And here you have another like comic picture. There's a little tab that goes in right here. And she has a little mini bio. Go ahead and read it for you. Mara Jade was once Emperor Palpatine's hand, his most trusted assassin. 5 years later, and now a successful smuggler, the last thing Mara expected was to stumble upon her former archenemy, Luke Skywalker. Interesting. So yeah, now with that being said, we'll go ahead and pop her open. I don't think we need the trusty dusty knife for this, but oh yeah, we might. So I'll pull that out and give that a little slice, and that's open. So we'll pull her out, but first, if you're new to the channel, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe for future content. All right, so we'll go ahead and pop this open. We got some crap. Pull out the figure. Let's close it back up. Alright, so set that off to the side. And here it is. So let's go ahead and is that taped all the way around? It is. That's odd. Alright. Trusty dusty again. And give it a little slice. Tear that open. So here's the figure. We'll slice that right here. And here's the accessories. Get that out of the way. So let's go ahead and unravel her. And like all Star Wars Black Series figures, they come with the tissue paper. Star Wars The Black Series. Alright, so here is the figure. And she looks alright. Let me see. Pretty decent head. It might look good on a G.I. Joe for a long-haired version of CoverGirl if you don't use the Black Widow, which I meant to probably go over in another video sometime later, but this will be another option, so that's cool. But for now, we'll go over her and her articulation. So that portrait looks pretty good. I like it. I like the hairstyle. It's a new sculpt, so that's pretty great. She's got this scarf, head's on a ball joint, and it won't do a full 360 due to the long hair in the back, but that's all right. Pop that off. You can see it also has a hinge, and she has this scarf right here, and I wanted to see if it comes off, and it does. So it actually looks like goggles and a scarf, but they're connected. Bummer. Yeah, it looks like you could possibly pull these out, but it's definitely glued in. If you can look close, you can see how it's got the groove where the strap will actually go down in there. That'd be nice if they came off, because I'd really like to be able to maybe kind of do something like the cover right here. If she had a hood, that'd be great, you know, throw that over it and then pop the goggles up on there, but unfortunately for this, that's not the case. So let's snap her head back on. All right, so that's back on. Straighten that scarf up. Let's see, she can't really look up any further with the hair, but she can look down like that. You see she has very little ab crunch. She can go forward that far and back really far. That's crazy. I don't know why they don't make them go forward. But she has a torso swivel. She does not have any waist swivel. She has this belt that goes around. She got some gadgets on the side, down to a drop leg holster on her right thigh. The arms can rotate full 360, go out that far. She has single jointed pinless elbows. The hands are on hinge pegs, as you can see. Can go up and down, can rotate full 360. Cool deal. The legs, since she's got this holster on her right leg, we'll do the left leg, so it can go out that far and go out that far to the side, back that far. She has double jointed pinned knees, and moving down to the foot, also on a hinge, can go down that far, up that far, and of course you have your side to side pivot. So all right, and there is Mara Jade. So we'll get her stood up right here for a moment while we go over the accessories, see how well she stands. A little wobbly. Try to straighten that leg. So she's gonna be standing crooked for a minute, but that's all right. So we'll go ahead and go over the accessories here. Lift this open and pull those out. All right, so first we'll go over her blaster right here. Looks like a scopeless DL44. You know, same thing Luke uses, and of course Han Solo has a modified version. You can see the muzzle on the end right here. It has a like a gunmetal paint sheen to it. The gun is like a brownish gray. Maybe it's like a old rusted metal. There's a little black on the handle. Pretty good detail. Flip it around so you can try to see a little bit better from here. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And you have her lightsaber. So it has a purple blade. Here's the hilt. The hilt is also in a gunmetal tone with there's a bit of black and some silver added in there. She has a hook on the end right here. We'll go back over her belt to show you the little loop. So there's the hole at the end of the hilt for the lightsaber itself. A little peg on the end of the blade, and you can plug that right back in like that. So we'll pick her back up and show you where her little hook is to be able to hold the hilt on her belt like that. So that looks good. And we'll go ahead and take that back off. I'm actually going to put her in a pose where she's holding the lightsaber all geared up. I thought about doing a pose where she's actually using the pistol and the saber at the same time, but I'm not going to do that. So I'm just going to slide her pistol into the holster like that. And we'll go ahead and gear her up with the lightsaber in her hands. I'm trying to get them open a little bit. That left hand seems a little loose, but I'll work with it, see what we can do here. Alright, it's gonna be a little odd. She doesn't have the greatest arm mobility, but you know, we'll work with it and see what we can do here. Pull that over, and then we'll plug the blade in. Might actually look better if we swap the way she's holding it. So we'll put this one, her left hand at the bottom and her right hand at the top of the saber. Almost looks like she's hitting the button to ignite it. That's cool. Alright, so we'll get her in a little pose. Stand her up some. See how she stands like this. Alright, so there we go. Now, as a comparison, who better to bring out but Luke Skywalker? And here we have Luke from the Imperial Light Cruiser from the episode of The Mandalorian. Side-by-side comparison. They're roughly about the same height. If I pull Luke's cloak down some, you can see, you know, oops. You see the scale, they're pretty much exactly the same height. So that's neat. So you have your future couple. So we'll go ahead and put her on the turntable, and we'll give you our final thoughts. All right, so Mara's being a little stubborn, so we went ahead and threw her on a stand. She has holes in the bottom of her feet, which will allow a peg to go into to stand her up like so. She's just a little wobbly. I have to toy with that a bit to get her to stand properly. We left Luke off to the side, and yeah, so here's your Star Wars The Black Series Legends Collection Dark Force Rising Mara Jade from Hasbro. So yeah, cool figure. Nice expanded universe figure to bring along and get. I love how they're doing these, you know, some in the comic packs, which you don't really need to be, but it's still cool. They'll probably re-release her at a later date, you know, an archive collection or something like that. But as for the figure, she's great. The head is by far the best feature on it. The face, you know, the face portrait is phenomenal. It looks great. The hair is, you know, it's not really the greatest, but the face is pretty awesome. I'm a little disappointed that the goggles don't come off of the scarf or hood around her neck. The arms look great. The torso looks good. The legs, they're okay. You know, the pins in the side for a new figure. I mean, come on, man, make a new sculpt. But apart from that, and her standing is a little awkward. But you know, we have these stands, so you know, we'll mess with them and toy with it and see what we can figure out. But overall, nice figure. It's really attention to detail. You know, kudos to the sculptor. She does also have that strap around her shoulders, which I forgot to go over. That does, I believe, comes off. I'll pull her over here real quick, and yes, it can come off. So if you were to flex her arm some, you can take that right on off. But I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm gonna leave that on her because I think it looks fine. And yeah, so yeah, so there's your Mara Jade figure. Cool figure, man. I'm glad I picked this up. I think I made a wise choice in getting her. She's pretty great. So yeah, I think that's going to do it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed what you saw. If you did, like always, please leave a giant thumbs up. Subscribe, tickle that bell so you're notified when we post future videos. Be sure to follow us on social media, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.